Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty safe to say that the internet completely exploded over the last couple of days, man. What's going on with Starfield is absolutely insane to watch. And to be honest with you, I am completely here for this. The stuff that's going down with Heels versus Babyface as and everything, and the entire internet just basically attacking him because of his video regarding Starfield and the pronouns. It's insane, man. It is absolutely insane, and I think it's very hypocritical because a lot of the people who are attacking Az over what happened in Starfield are the same people that were requesting, let me use the right terminology, demanding people not play Hogwarts Legacy because they were offended by the creator of the game. Actually, not even the creator of the game, the creator of the IP, J.K. Rowling, right? She had almost nothing to do with Hogwarts Legacy, and yet everybody on that particular side was demanding that you give up this game because it had some small ties to J.K. Rowling. So you have those same people now calling Az a crybaby, essentially, because he is also complaining about something in the game. It's amazing how it's only okay when it's on one particular side, but when the other side does it, suddenly it's not okay, and you're just being a big old crybaby. So we're going to get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics, because we're going to talk about Hasan Piker and what he said regarding Az, and apparently that Az deserves to have a lobotomy because he has a differentiating opinion from socialist Hasan Piker, multi-million-dollar socialist Hasan Piker. And yes, I know socialists can be millionaires, but let's be real, that's absolutely retarded in every capacity. So let's get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, just consider giving this video a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. And also, I apologize for sounding like crap. I am still sick, and my new microphone I'm still setting up right now. So if it sounds weird in combination with my voice, I apologize. But of course, I will get better as time goes on. So the article here has a headline that says Hasan Piker insinuates that he wants to lobotomize Az from Heels vs. Babyface for criticizing Starfield's embrace of current-day gender identity politics. Twitch personality Hasan Piker recently insinuated he wanted to lobotomize Az from Heels vs. Babyface for criticizing Bethesda's inclusion of current-day gender identity politics in their sci-fi game Starfield. In a clip from one of his many live streams playing Starfield in early access, Az stated that Bethesda, "There is nothing I love more than to sit down comfy chair." Actually, let's not read it. Let's just play the actual video so you guys can see from Az's mouth exactly what he said. I'm going to play it in its entirety, so just watch it, and then we're going to talk about it after the fact. Let's blow it up on the screen, and let's go.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world. Just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring! We can't see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company. Fuck your immersion. Fuck you having a good time. Fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no! Current fucking day! Fuck off! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired! You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing!
So before we continue with that, man, I gotta say that as his rants are just one of a kind, man. Absolutely one of a kind and unbeaten in any scenario. So all right, so let's talk about it. Well, quite frankly, what he's saying is not wrong, okay? Obviously, pronouns as a whole, as a thing, has been around forever, right? What hasn't been around forever are people taking pronouns and trying to use them as titles. That is what has not been around forever. And let's be real, if it wasn't for the current modern day identity politics that are going on right now in society, this game would have not included pronouns whatsoever. The game would have just assumed XYZ pronouns based on XYZ gender, male or female, and that's it. The game would have went on its way and did he/she like it always has been. But because of modern day identity politics, you're going to throw some they thems in there. You're going to all of a sudden try to wear your pronouns as a title. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not as enthusiastic, let's just say, like Az is in regards to just how fed up he is. And I don't blame him for being fed up at all. Honestly, I am fed up as well. But there are certain levels of like what I'm willing to take. And by throwing pronouns in the beginning of the character creator screen and essentially keeping it there and never mentioning it again, like, I don't really have that big of a problem with that because I just don't care enough. I'm too focused on whether or not the actual game is good. Hogwarts Legacy had a whole bunch of woke nonsense in it that I basically just ignored because the game was fantastic. It was actually true to the source material. And you really felt as if you were playing in a Hogwarts, game. Like, you really felt like you were there at the school. So that was more important to me than some pronouns or whether or not somebody was able to be non-binary in the game. But I will agree and say people are absolutely fed up with this nonsense. People are fed up with other people trying to convince us that these pronouns are in the game simply because they've always been there. That's nonsense. They haven't always been there. It is only a very recent thing that all these video games and all these entertainment avenues are starting to pop up with pronouns as a predominant thing because modern day identity politics tells you it needs to be. They need it to be, so they are going to make it a thing. And that's the only reason they are in the game. Also, a lot of people are having problems with the fact that you actually cannot opt out on using pronouns. So you're forced to use the pronoun as a title. You're forced to select the pronoun and essentially be like, yeah, I'm he, they, she, him, whatever the fuck you want to pick. They force you to do it. You cannot opt out of it. So for an RPG game that's all about freedom, you have to be a pronoun wearing, title wearing person. You don't have a choice. And again, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, how is the game supposed to address you? How are they supposed to know? Well, games have been doing it for 30, 40 plus years. No problem. I'm sure the game would have figured it out. But of course, that's what's going to happen in modern day gaming. So it says, in response to this rant, Piker posted to X writing that this weird British guy is losing his mind over selecting pronouns in Starfield is the perfect demonstration for why we must bring back lobotomies. In a follow-up, Piker disingenuously wrote bro should be mad that the menu maps UI is confusing, the game is not optimized well for PCs, or that the main quest is kind of dull in comparison to the side adventures, but he's mad about pronouns he had to choose like in every single game where there's a character creator. No. Not every single game. That's only recent, Mr. Hasan Piker. Let's not be lying here. Past games did not make you choose your pronouns. That is only a modern thing because modern day identity politics requests that of the player. And because they have to force it into the game in order to be deemed inclusive and get that ESG money, they're going to do that. So it says this is simply not true, as most games made before current day had players, if given the option, choose between male and female sex. They did not have players pick how other characters were referred to them with pronouns. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. There would also not be an option for they, them, as HeelvsBabyface showcased in his first live stream of the game. And that's another thing too. The whole non-binary thing, that's a modern day thing. And that's only because current day identity politics tells them to put that in there. If current day identity politics was not talking about this stuff, this would not be in the game. And that's why I know it's virtue signaling. You could say, oh, pronouns have been around forever, blah, blah, blah. This is virtue signaling because this would not be in the game. I promise you, this would not be in the game if pronouns were not a prominent thing in modern day identity politics. So it says, nevertheless, Piker is clearly captured by the current day gender identity politics, which Az is so viciously condemning for being included in Starfield. And that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. Bounding into Comics is going to go into a religious tirade after this. So This is the problem that's going on in modern day gaming. It's only going to get worse, okay? It's guaranteed only going to get worse. For me, as I stated before, as long as the pronoun selection thing is not a prominent thing to the story, I really don't care. If you want to put it into an RPG where you could basically make whatever the hell you want, I really don't care. It's an RPG. It's meant to be open-ended, but let's also, again, two things can be true. It could be an RPG that's open-ended that's going to allow you to create whatever character you want, but let's also not pretend like the pronouns are not in there simply because of identity politics, because that's exactly why they are there. Two things can be true, and in this scenario, both things are absolutely true. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.